I want to encourage you to exit your bubble. It doesn't mean abandoning who you are, your values, and your beliefs. It just means expanding who you can become by viewing the world through a wider lens. Algorithms, they shape and they filter the information that we see through our phones. And it creates this curated version of reality according to you. We get to see what entertains us and what confirms our views of the world, making us feel seen, heard, and making us feel like we are the ones who are right about everything. Because what we see is just people agreeing with us. And while this can bring more tailored content, it also limits our exposure to diverse ideas and experiences. And combine this with our individual perceptions, like our upbringing, our experiences, the people we hang out with, our beliefs about the world, then it's quite easy to see why we often feel disconnected from others, why we often feel, how do you think this? Or that we don't understand each other. It's like we live in individualized worlds even though we're connected through the same platforms. Awareness of this influence, it can help us to take steps towards becoming more connected again, creating more understanding again. It's not about convincing others about your own beliefs. That's when nothing happens. It starts when one exits their bubble to listen and try to understand, because that also invites the other person to do the same. Then they feel respected and they feel heard, and then they're going to want to do the same to you. Always trying to assume the best about people, even when their actions seem confusing or rude. For them, it feels just as right as it feels for you. That is not to say that everyone's behavior is just excused, but more that it makes you not take it personal. Instead of judging someone's behavior, you can feel, oh, I don't know why they did that. Maybe it has an explanation, maybe it doesn't. Or ask yourself, why would they have done that? Like, what could have gone on inside their head? Trying to understand the other person's point of view. Compassion, it doesn't require you to agree with others. It just asks you to see them as human, with challenges just as valid as your own. People's actions and their beliefs, it's reflected through how they individually view the world from their own unique experiences, beliefs, and people around them. People's actions, they are rarely about you. I think it's powerful to assume the best about others, even though you don't understand. Choosing kindness over frustration, it helps you to protect your peace. The world, it doesn't revolve around any of us. Your world, it revolves around you. Try to see things from other people's point of view, even though it's hard, even though you don't understand. I think it gives you peace. Exiting your bubble, it's not about proving anyone right or wrong. It's about learning, growing, and connecting with the world in a deeper and more open way. You can make an impact every day through your small actions. Every time you exit your bubble to smile at a stranger, leaving a comment on that YouTube video that isn't your usual consumption, but it's still widen your perspective. Choosing to speak kindly to someone even though they're rude to you. Practicing patience when things don't go your way. Every day you have a choice. Will your actions contribute to connection or division? Have a conversation with someone who views the world differently in any area that you would like. Try to make the conversation about sharing more than debating. Or if you want to make it debating, make it respectful debating. Make it calm debating, where it's about you two versus the topic rather than you versus the other person. Or engage with content that challenges your worldview or is another interest than you usually have. Another news magazine, another news channel, a new book, a new podcast, a documentary about a subject that you haven't explored before. Perform one small act of kindness for a stranger, like opening the door, compliment someone, or simply just dare to give them a smile when you walk past them. Algorithms, they may shape what we see, but I think compassion, it shapes how we connect. The divide that we feel today, it's not something that we can't deal with. We can use it to grow, to understand, to try to expand our mind. We don't need to agree, but I think this world needs more respect. Everyone has their own world. The more we choose kindness, curiosity, and understanding, the more we bridge the growing gap in between us. I hope that the world is kind to you, and no matter what you are met with this week, I hope that you choose to respond with kindness and with respect.